3, 2, 1, we are live. We are live on Nailed It, guys. It's Nailed It, guys. We are live on Nailed It, guys. On Nailed It, guys. Yeah! Nope, that's not the theme song. Tune in for another theme song coming up from the next live. Anyway, hi everybody, it's Paul from Nailed It, guys. Hope everybody's well. If you're checking me out for the first time, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, leave comments at the end of it. You know, all this stuff. Anyway, it is everyone's favorite time of year. Well, it's my favorite time of year. And hello, Gary, what's up? And you know, it's PPU time, which is polish pickup for those of you who don't know. And if you don't know what polish pickup is, this is probably the hardest. Actually, it might be okay if this is your first month. But usually this month is the hardest month for polish pickup because it is rewind month, which means all the makers get to choose kind of like their best-selling polishes and the most talked about ones from a previous polish pickup, and that is the theme. So the theme is rewind, and you know, they get to put in those. And what's special is, since polish pickup polishes are all usually limited edition and sold only at polish pickup, this time for this month only, the makers are allowed to pick a second polish that is a favorite of theirs to sell on their website. So that's what makes this month of polish pickup very tricky, because not only do you have the popular polishes on polish pickup, but you have the second popular polishes on the makers themselves website. So it's really crazy. What's my favorite brand and what brand do I recommend? Ooh, well, okay, Gary, that's tricky. It's a very, very tricky question, because my first love and the first polish brand I ever got into was Mooncat. So technically that's kind of my favorite because I have every single Mooncat polish that has ever been released. But if we're talking about indie brands or like polish pickup brands, that's also very hard. It depends on kind of what you like. You know what I mean? Because what I've noticed and what people have said, especially if you go to like Nicole Love's or Linry or Fanaticure's lives, because they're a little more knowledgeable than I am, but like different brands have specialty. Like I've noticed that Rogue tends to do the glitter bombs really well. So if you like your glitter bombs, you're probably going to want to look towards Rogue. If you like some really unique formulas, BCB lacquers might be something you're into. For like sophisticated polishes, I love Cracked. The formulas are really smooth, and I've always called them like sophisticated. They're very work friendly, I think, too. Colores de Caro has some very cool different type of finishes and shades to get into, so it really depends on what you kind of like. I tend to lean a lot towards Cuticula, and I think Rogue. I have quite a number of those. So I guess those are the ones I lean towards in polish pickup. But yeah, so it's polish pickup month, so we're all going to get really poor because there's so many polishes. And usually what ends up happening is, if you are familiar with polish pickup and you've ever done wish listing, you know how you have like a long list of polishes that you choose, and then like you have to narrow that down so some of them get eliminated from your wish list. Well, what usually happens with me, the ones that I've eliminated in the past come back around on rewind, and then I'm like, well, it's a sign, I have to get it, right? And then that tends to be a problem. But yeah, so it's rewind time, and I thought I would show you all the polishes that I have from polish pickup for rewind that's available. So this bottom row right here that you see will be the polishes that are available on the polish pickup website, which will be from the weekend, which is it Friday the 4th? Is Friday the 4th? So the 4th through the 8th, or 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 4th through the 7th, which is the Friday through the Monday, is when the pre-order is available for the ones that are on the bottom and also the ones that are on the polish pickup site. And then the ones in the second row back here are the ones that these brands have on their personal websites that you can order as well. And I think there's something about shipping on those. And I'm not sure. If anybody knows and wants to throw it in the comments, like, there's something about the shipping. Like, if you order the polish pickup polish from the maker's websites during the month that they're selling that polish pickup polish, I think shipping is free. So that you don't have to pay extra shipping for something that you've already ordered from Polish Pickup and paid the shipping through there. So that's kind of cool. It's some kind of rule like that. But anyway, these are the ones I have. I think it's about, what, 19? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19, just shy of 20 of the polishes that are going to be available this month. Yay! Thank you. Good recommendations. Your collection are Mooncat. Yes, Mooncat. ILMP. I have like 4 ILMPs, but I haven't tried them yet. Hollow Taco and what's POI? Wait. OPI? Got it. And Orly. I just had to. Dang, 1,000. Yes, Gary. My Hollow Taco collection is behind me. That's all I have. The ones in the middle rack. Those are all my Hollow Tacos. Not too many. But yes, I did a count, like a rough estimate count of the polishes that I have here in where I'm living now. But I still have my storage unit up in Connecticut, and I would say that I have up there about 1,500 polishes. But down here, I don't know what I have up there, but I'm guessing around 1,500. But down here, I don't know where I did the math, but it was like 1,800 that I have here. So I have a good almost 3,000 polishes, but I have no idea where I did that math. Hello, math? I did math somewhere. I was kind of trying to organize a little bit, and I was like, oh, let me count how many polishes I have. That was kind of silly. But, yeah, I don't know where that page is. Over here. Anyway, so that is what I have. I have about like 3,000, right? Dang, it's stupid. And I've been getting polished for about 2 years now, so that's not very long to have so many polishes. I'm embarrassed to say. Alright, but we have polish pickup, and these polishes that the makers have chosen to bring back, the ones that I have, they are pretty dang good ones. Like, I like them. And now some of these, here's a little disclosure, some of these I've gotten in PR, and some of them I purchased. Like, BCB I purchased, Colores de Carols I got in PR, Cracked I got Jewel of the Ball in PR, and Mouse Ballerina I ordered. Cuticula I ordered. Dreamland I ordered. Linby Designs I got in PR. Paradox I ordered. Phoenix I ordered. Monarch I ordered. Rogue I ordered. See, most of these I ordered. Sassy Sauce I ordered. Swamp Gloss I ordered. Tyler's Trinkets I got in PR. And Zombie Claw I ordered. So that gives you an idea of that. Alright, so I'm going to move these out of the way, and I want to put a little tray type thing up here, a little platform, so in case I spill any of the polishes. Oh no, what did I do? I had these in a special order and I just ruined it. I guess that's right. Alright. And yeah, and then we'll get started. So I'm just going to move these out of the way. Alright, here we go. Where is that tray? Here it is. So I have something to put these on. Put these back in. Yeah. Also, I feel like this little lighter background, it'll be easier to see the polishes a little better. Let's get these all back up here. And I got my trusty little swatch wheel. Oh, what am I wearing on my hands, might you may ask? Might you may ask. Okay. So here, right here, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Anybody have any guesses as to what this might be? Guesses? Guesses? Gary, any guesses? It is one of the polish pickup rewind polishes that will be available on the website. And basically I put it on the other day because I just wanted to try it. And look how long my nails are. Jeez, I've never had my nails this long before. And I'm excited about it. I'm trying to grow my nails out super long, like until September, and then maybe gonna cut them into stilettos to do like a fun Halloween thing. But we'll see. I'm sure it's gonna break well before then, so I just want to see how long I can actually get them before they break. But this polish is it a mooncat? No, it is not a mooncat because it is a polish pickup polish from Rewind, and it is Phoenix Polishes Applejack. Right here, this one. And this was in the polish pickup from November 2024. I think it was inspired by Applejack, like from My Little Pony or something. I'm not sure, but I thought it was such a unique color combination, and the way that like that purple, pink, blue, whatever shimmer is, it glows in there. I was super excited about it, so I got it. I love it. And then on my other hand, over here, there is on my pinky, right there. On my pinky right here is another polish pickup polish for the Rewind for this month, and it is from Monarch Lacquer, and it is their Truth or Dare, which was really popular. I think they brought it back for Rewind last year as well, and they're bringing it back again, but this time to the website. Oh, there's a puppy on a bed. Hi, puppy. So yeah, I think this is going to be on their website. It's the Truth or Dare, and then on the rest of my hand is kind of like, I guess what they call the sibling polishes to Truth or Dare from Monarch, which were like the slumber party quartet type situation. Oh gosh. Which included these. So from Monarch, those are the rest of the one on my hand. This one was the Spin the Bottle. They're all from the what do you call it? The slumber party kind of collection. They're all very similar vibes. This one is Scavenger Hunt. Right there, Scavenger Hunt. Again, Monarch. And on the middle, that kind of green one is called Freeze Dance, which is pretty. And then this one, actually, it wasn't released as part of that quartet from the slumber party, but it has that same kind of vibe to it. I think they call it like a sibling. But this was in last month's PPU. It's Obsidian Tide from the June PPU from Monarch. And since it goes so well, and so I was trying to do like Pride manis on my Sydney hand all month, and this kind of called me a little bit. So yeah, those are the ones that I'm wearing. And yeah, it's kind of like polished pick-up-y stuff. Alright. Let us get to some swatching. Swatch. Now, as we go, I will tell you which ones are going to be on the Polish Pickup website, and like what the cap is and how much it's going to be, and like the size of the bottles and all that information, because I have that all written here. Now, if you're not familiar with Polish Pickup, what it is like a monthly collab where all the different indie makers, see, look at all the different brands, they kind of come together and they submit a polish in whatever the monthly theme is. It's usually one polish in the monthly theme. Sometimes it's slumber party, sometimes it's like natural phenomenon, or like, you know, safari, or misheard lyrics, whatever the theme is. They submit a polish in that style, and then you have the first weekend in January, or first weekend of the month, to kind of pre-order which ones you want, and then all the makers send the polishes that were ordered to Pick Up Polish Central, and then they kind of organize all the orders and ship them out to the customers. So it usually takes like 3 to 4 weeks to get your polishes after that pre-order weekend. Now, with that pre-order weekend and with these single polishes that the makers submit, the makers sometimes have a cap, which is like the limit of the number of polishes they have available. So I'll be telling you what the caps are for each of the polishes. Sometimes there is no cap and there's just so many to order, or sometimes it has a cap of like 250 or 300. And that's how many bottles of polishes are available for the pre-order weekend. So, yeah, that's how Polish Pickup works. If you have any more questions about Polish Pickup, go ahead and throw them in the comments, and I usually respond to all the comments, so go ahead and ask if whatever questions you have, and I'll try to answer them. But let us begin, because it's rewind, rewind. Okay, so I got my little swatchy wheel here. And let's get started. So for the first one I have available, this is one I purchased, and it's from BCB Lacquer, and it's called Beyond the Sunset Leads My Way. And it's from Polish Pickup in April 2025. What's the website for PPU? It is polishpickup.com. Is it that simple? Hold on, let me check. It sounds like it's too simple. Polishpickup.com. Where's that picture I have? Meow. Polishpickup.com. Yes, polishpickup.com. Polishpickup.com. So yeah, that is the website, and I think there is also an app. I have an app on my phone. I don't know if it's still downloadable, but I was able to download it a couple of years ago. It might not be there anymore, but there is a website or an app that you can also download. And yeah, but that's the website. And usually what happens is wish listing already has gone live, because that goes live the Sunday before. So Polish Pickup for this month will start Friday. So today's what, Wednesday? So in 2 days is when you'll be able to order. But until then, you can check out the Polish Pickup website. And right now they have everything that's going to be available for the pre-order, and you can put it in your wish list once you put in your email and sign up for it. You can start a wish list and kind of put what polishes you're interested in, and then when the site goes live, which is 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, you can then put all those items from your wish list to your cart and shop away. And Gary, I am so sorry that you haven't heard of Polish Pickup, and I will apologize now if you spend so many doll hairs that you were not expecting to, because a lot of the polishes this month are really good, because it is the polishes that were the most popular ones, or ones that sold out really quickly when they were around for that month. So good luck, Gary, because I already know my cart is pretty full right now. Alright, so first up, like I said, is BCB Lacquers. It is Beyond the Sunset Leads My Way, and it is from Polish Pickup from April 2025, which I guess the theme was celebrations? I'm not sure. I can't read what that says. It's too tiny. But this will be available on the Polish Pickup website. Your monthly budget. Oh, God, Gary, I wish. Oh, my God. To have a $300 budget for nail polish, I would die. I would have twice as many nail polishes as I have now. Because right now my budget for nail polish is whatever kind of lunch I skip for that week, and oh, if I have dinner leftovers for lunch, then I can buy an extra polish from Polish Pickup. So that's my budget. But that's awesome. Oh my God, you're gonna have I hope you have a lot of fun then with Polish Pickup, because I would go crazy. Alright, so this is the first coat of Beyond the Sunset Leads My Way, and there is a lovely hair in there. I love that for that polish. Let's see if I can brush it off. And I did, yay. Get that off. Meow. Meow. Okay. So yeah, look at this. This is one coat. I did try this one on already, and it is gorgeous. It kind of glows. It's like a really bright neon-y orange with that shimmer in it. Now this one, like I said, is going to be on the BCB Lacquer website, and it will be $13.75 for a 15 ml bottle, and they will have a cap of 1,000 of these. Again, this is BCB Lacquer's Beyond the Sunset Leads My Way. Also, BCB Lacquer is going to have available for you, they're bringing back on the Polish Pickup website, they're bringing back their cuticle oil, which is Baja Blast, and I don't have it, but I'm planning on getting that one ASA now. Because, okay, first of all, this isn't the one that they're going to have. This is a different cuticle oil that they had at a different polish pickup. This one was from December 2024, so this won't be this month, but they're going to have one called Baja Blast. This one's Misty Mountains, but I just wanted to show you the cuticle oil, how it comes, because most standard like cuticle click pens like this, usually kind of come in this size. This is like kind of what that Glisten and Glow is, and kind of that standard size. You can see it's a lot bigger. So this has 6 mLs in it, and it's a cuticle oil, and it's cool because it's got a nice little spring kind of spinny top there, and then you click the thing and then it comes out, and then you got your cuticle oil, and it's very nice. And the Baja Blast one they're going to have for polish pickup, evidently from what I hear from when people got it when they first had it, it smells like Baja Blast and it's sick. So I'm going to get it. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a second coat of Beyond the Sunset Leads My Way. Oh, that's so good. So, Gary, are you able to check out the website now, kind of with having us in the background here? Check out the polish pickup, see what you think. You can also look at these other polishes that I'm talking about, because I don't have the images here, but if you want to look them up on the website, BCB Lacquer is also going to have available You Shall Not Pass, and that'll be on their specific website. So this you won't see on the polish pickup website, but if you go to BCB Lacquer's website, you can find that You Shall Not Pass, which is from August 2024, and that's the polish they're bringing back to the website. But here's that, look at that second coat, how deep that orange got, and how bright that is, and that glow of that shimmer. Gorgeous. Love, 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 love. Alright, so that's BCB Lacquers. Nailed it, BCB. Alright, now, this is where things get tricky, because I need props for this, I think. Yeah, alright. I'm going to need props. I'm going to need a dark colored nail polish. I guess we'll go with black. Or maybe I'll just pull out a black swatch stick. Yeah, I'll pull out a couple of these. So we don't waste the polish, we'll just waste swatch sticks. I don't know. Alright, and we're going to need a magnet, because this one's magnetic. Oh gosh. Oh god, DRK Nails, happy, oh my god, happy 2025. That's one of the ones that I am questioning, and it's going to be on my wish list, because that color combination of that magnetic is so pretty. And I remember when it came out the first time, and I kind of had it on my wish list then. That kind of ends up being the problem. I find the ones that were on my wish list in the past, I put them on. When I see them again, I'm like, well, it's a sign. I didn't get it last time, so I gotta get it this time. And then all of a sudden, there's 20 polishes in my cart. Now, this is only my second rewind, my polish pickup rewind. The first one was last year that I was a part of, that I that I realized how addictive it was. But it's crazy because, you know, even in this polish pickup rewind, some of the polishes they're bringing back are from 2023, which I didn't really know about polish pickup then, so it's interesting to see what was popular back in the past. Alright, so let's get to Color Se Quiero. Alright, Color Se Quiero, now these two I got as PR. The first one they're bringing back is called Wavelength, which is a magnetic, and it was from Polish Pickup March 2025. And it is a really pretty magnetic. So let's go ahead and see what this looks like. Do like one kind of thickish coat to really get that pigment on there. And I'll just hold the magnet for a few seconds so you can see that that pull does. See how pretty that pulled? That was fast. You could see it like on the screen happen. And that just gives you an idea of what that is. Oh god, this was a good one. I remember when I swatched this one, it was like, ooh, that magnetic. It pulls really well and really cleanly, you know. Alright, so that is the first coat of that. Now, this is Blood Moon, which is a gorgeous red. polish from Colores de Caro, and this is going to be available on the website. So, as far as information, this magnetic, which is Wavelength, is going to be on the PPU website for $13.75. I don't know what the cap is. I couldn't find it. It might be listed there now, but it wasn't earlier when I checked. And it will be in a 15 ml bottle. And then Blood Moon, which was from December 2024, will be available on their website. So let's go ahead and see what a coat of Blood Moon does. This is a really beautiful red. I like grabbing it when I'm swatching. If there's like a light colored crackle or something that I'm swatching, I'll usually put it over this red because it is such a beautifully saturated red. Look at that, it's so deep and dark. Love it. Alright, let's do another coat of the magnetic, and this time I'll hold that magnet over a little longer so it kind of holds the magnetic pull just that little bit longer. It's weird because I'm holding the magnet probably at a very weird angle because I'm trying to hold it at eye level, so I can't see what vertical is on the magnet, so it might end up being a really weird magnetization, but you'll get the idea. And I keep moving, so that's probably not helping the situation. Alright, well that's what it's gonna be. Let's see if I can get it to pull just a little more. So, what is everybody's plans for the 4th of July? Throw it in the comments. What are you up to this weekend, Gary? Do you have any plans? I believe I'm going to a barbecue on Saturday. I may be starting a new job singing in a choir, kind of as like a ringer, as a section leader. But I'm not really sure. It hasn't been like officially offered. But I was invited to the choir's 4th of July party, which is going to be on Saturday. There's one of the people in the choir, or a couple of them are having a barbecue or something. So I might be going to that. And then, well, that's really it. Those are my only plans. But yeah, there's the second coat of Wavelength, which is a beautiful magnetic from Colores de Caro. And let's do a second coat of Blood Moon, which, when I did my swatches, I only did 2 coats of it. It's a very beautiful, opaque color. Yeah, and there's Blood Moon. Beautiful. Colores de Caro. PPU. Again, Wavelength is going to be on the Polish Pickup website, and Blood Moon will be on the Colores de Caro website, which is coloresdecaro.com, I believe. I could be making that up. Now, there is a part of the Polish Pickup website where it'll have links to all the makers' websites as well. Your mom is in at home hospice, so you stay around the house nice, and you'll probably grill nice that you're going to be around her, and you're probably going to grill out, yes, and play with your cat Newton, nice. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna maybe go to that barbecue. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna go because, one, I don't know if I have the job, and if I don't get the job, I kind of think it would be odd to go to a picnic with a bunch of people I'm not going to be working with, or probably see again. I don't know. It's an awkward decision. But if I don't end up going, like I said, I'll just stay home and work, or try to do some work if if people are working to work with. And then, otherwise, the only thing I have is my friends who, one of my friends is in the symphony. She's going to be playing a concert on Saturday out of town. So I'm going to be going over to her house just to give her cat some medicine that she needs. It's a really easy thing to do. But yeah, I'm going to go over there and kind of help out. And then that's pretty much my day. 4th of July, I'll be hopefully working all day and trying to make money, But yeah, that's it. Moving on to cracked polish. Now, like I said, cracked polish, this is some sophisticated polish, and these two are such beauties. This kind of like chromy, the one on the left, this chromy one is called Jewel of the Ball. It's from Masquerade was the theme, and it was from Polish Pickup January 2025. And I believe it was one of the first, no, never mind. I thought because cracked polish is relatively new to Polish Pickup, and I was thinking that that was one of the first ones they entered, but I think there was a couple of months they were before that too. And then they also submitted Mouse Ballerina, which was from Polish Pickup in February, which is this beautiful pink with a gorgeous shimmer in it. And like I said, cracked polish is really like sophisticated, and the finishes are so smooth and creamy. I'm a good friend, thank you, Gary. Yeah, you know, it's the least I can do, because my friend that I'm going to go help out with their cat, they're actually an amazing friend, because when David and I separated because of all the drama that happened last year, I had to move, and when I was moving, she let me stay in her house for like a month while I was looking, month and a half maybe, while I was looking for an apartment. So, I mean, just taking care of her cat, that's the least I can do. Alright, so here is Jewel of the Ball, one coat. This one I do remember building up in 3 coats, but you can see the formula is super easy to work with. You could just swipe away, and there's no crazy lines. And then over here is Mouse Ballerina, which, like I said, is this pink. If you're like a light pink lover, those are the ones. Yeah, so these are really smooth. You can see how like easy that leveled out. Yeah, cracked polish is easy to work with. Their brushes are great. Their caps are kind of like this matte velvet, kind of like a silky velvety feel. You're very particular who will watch Newton. Okay. Is Newton kind of a particular cat as well? Does he have quite a personality, or like is he like your pride and joy and you have to be a special person to be taking care of him? Or is he just really picky about who's around him? Because it could be either. My cats, I have 2. There's Aria. She's kind of like the queen of the house, literally. Like, you can't go near her unless she wants to be touched. She'll be just an arm's length away where you can't reach her, and if you try to move closer, she'll just take one step back so you still can't reach her. And she's very much, you know, I don't play with children like my younger cat, which is Buddy, who adopted us recently. I don't know if you've seen those stories, but Buddy, you know, kind of moved in recently, and he is, I believe, under 2 years old. He is very much a kitten and is crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if he has zoomies and comes running in here, although he already had them, so he might be sleeping them off right now. But yeah, he is the crazy one. He constantly wants to play because he's still in kitten mode. And since Aria is so sophisticated, she don't play with him, and she bops him in the head and hisses and goes away. But yeah, look at these 2 polishes from Cracked. Look how gorgeous they are. Look how more opaque they got in the second coat that we just put on. Again, you've got Jewel of the Ball, which is here on the left, and then Mouse Ballerina. And here are the details for it. So Cracked Polish has Jewel of the Ball, which was from January 25. The Masquerade, I think, was the theme. And it'll be $13, and there is a cap of 1,000. And then Mouse Ballerina will be on the Cracked Polish website, which is crackedpolish.com. And I am an affiliate for Cracked Polish, so if you place an order on their website, I think if you put my code PAUL10, P-A-U-L-10, you can get 10% off your order. You rescued him from being euthanized as a kitten. Aw, he's perfectly healthy and happy, but the shelter was scheduled to euthanize all their kittens and cats, and it's so sad. I would have immediately grabbed a cat too, which is crazy because right now the animal to human ratio in this house is way off. There's 3 of them to 1 of me. They a lot. Yes, look at that. Those are gorgeous. I think 2 coats is good to really show you what that was. So it's cracked polish. Again, Jewel of the Ball will be available on the website, on the Polish Pickup website, and Mouse Ballerina will be on the Correct Polish website, the pink one. But look, I mean, we've only gotten through like 5 of the Polish Pickups that I have, and they're all bangers too. They're all so good. Alright, next up we have Dreamland. What is it? Dreamland Lacquer? Dreamland Artisan Nail Lacquer. So this one is called the Sea Haunt. And this was, I believe, a cousin to... What was that called? What was that called? Hold on, let me find it. Because I have the cousin that was super popular, and it was actually in Rewind from last year. Here it is. And it was called Shake Your Shamrock. And these need to be shaken. The formula is very interesting for these. I've never used a formula like these before. But Shake Your Shamrock is on here on the left. That kind of crazy, vibrant green with that glowy shimmer. And then the Sea Haunt was kind of like a cousin to that. That's why I got it. And Shake Your Shamrock was in Rewind last year. And now this one, the Sea Haunt, which was from June of 2024, is going to be in Rewind on their website, on Dreamland Lacquer's website, which I don't know what that is, but I'm sure if you Google Dreamland Lacquer, you will find their website. And again, it's also, I think, on the Polish Pickup website. But yeah, this one was from Rewind before. But Shake Your Shamrock, fierce. Sea Haunt, also very fierce. Now, Dreamland will also have Sea Winkle on the PPU website, which is also, I think it's a blue kind of thing. Okay, Gary, we'll see you soon. Alright, so let's do a coat of Dreamland's The Sea Haunt, which again is available on their website. You can see that glow coming off that brush alone. Oh, so pretty. And this is kind of like a teal. But look at that glow in that camera, how bright and vibrant it is just in that one coat. Beautiful. Alright, we'll do another coat of that momentarily. But let's talk about Cuticula. Now, Cuticula is bringing Dead House to PPU, and Dead House will be $13 and is in a 15 ml bottle, and it is this gorgeous glitter bomb here. And Cuticula is bringing to their website Hummingbird Glass, which is another kind of glittery, chunky glitter polish, but it's got a really sheer kind of formula to it. I think this one has a sheer formula too, because those sheer formulas kind of help you see those glitters better. Alright, so let's get this coat on here. Cuticula's The Dead House. And it's funny because as I'm like going over these again, I remember when they came out and how like everyone was talking about them. But you can see beautiful glitter bomb. That's just one coat there. We'll do a couple more. So here's Dreamland Lacquer. Now if you can see, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but Dreamland dries kind of like satiny, which has a really cool almost matte type finish to it. And you can see it'll glossy up again once I put this second coat on. But yeah, the Sea Haunt is gorgeous. And Dead House, also another banger. And you're going to want to do 3 coats with these kind of glitter bombs. You can see they're a little more sheer in their formulations. Oh, but look how bright that Sea Haunt is. You see that glow? It's just almost glow. It looks like it's going to glow in the dark. That's kind of the same vibe that Shake Your Shamrock has. Gorgeous. I'm going to let that dry for a second. Have a little sody break. And then I will do another coat of Dreamland and Cuticula. Ooh, I gotta adjust my knee. Sorry, y'all. Oh gosh. So yeah, my knee that I had surgery on last year, it's doing a lot better. Like most of the time I don't know it, but if I'm sitting for a long period of time and I don't move it, when I go to move it, I'm like, oh yeah, you need to be aware that that's a thing. All right. Let us get a third coat of Dreamland and Cuticula. Again, this is Dreamland's the Sea Haunt. Gorgeous, glowy, glowy polish. Can you see the glow on the brush there? So cool. And then Cuticula, Dead House. Now again, Dreamland's will be available on their website, and Dead House will be available on the PPU website. And I just did a little drippy drip. That's why I didn't do it on my other thing before. Yay! Alright. Again, that's Dreamland, which will be on their website, and Cuticula on PPU. There we go. Wait, y'all need to stay in place, please. Thank you. Alrighty. Next up, we have, who is next? Lynn B Designs. Now, these two were sent to me as PR, and those other two, Cuticula, Dreamland, were I ordered them myself. So, wait, did I mix these up? Doesn't matter, I have it written down. For polish pickup, what we got here? Okay, there it is. For polish pickup, Lynn B Design is going to bring you Dudley Nightshade, which has a really cool shimmer in it. It's kind of like chromy and really pretty. And then on their website, they are going to have It's a Fall Nomenon, like fall, the season nomenon. And this has another, like, these go together really well. Look at that. Just the way that glows. Ooh, yes, please. All right, so let's get these on the swatch wheel. Now for Dudley Nightshade, there will be a cap of 500, and it is $13.50. No, where is it? $13.50 for a 15 ml bottle. And again, it has a cap of 500. So if this one's calling your name, you're gonna want to put that on your wish list. This one has a really nice formula. It's very glowy. And it's very shifty too. See, like it looks like it's shifting from like a green to a purple. I don't know if you can see that extreme color shift on the end there. But yeah, that's cool. And then we've got It's a Fall Nomenon, which is kind of like this, feels like a red base with a gold kind of shimmer in there. Ooh, yes. And that is another beautiful formula. It's almost like a dark red, like a berry red almost in that background, and maybe with a red to gold shimmer that makes it look a little redder, if that makes sense. So that was one coat of Lynn B Designs, Dudley Nightshade, and It's a Fall Nomenon. Hi, Gary. Okay, so what did you miss? I think you saw Dreamland, which is this glowy one, and Cuticula, which is the glitter bomb. Then we just did Lynn B Designs, Dudley Nightshade, and It's a Fall Nomenon. And I'm just going to go ahead and do that second coat. Again, Dudley Nightshade is $13.50 for a 15 ml bottle, and it'll have a cap of 500. Right? Am I making that up? Yes, that is correct. Oh, and what do you call it? The Dreamland one, the Sea Haunt, that does have a cap. It has a cap of 800. All right, go back over there. And It's a Fall Nomenon. I feel like you could see that shimmer much better in the bottle than on the nail in the camera. I could see it on the nail, but in the camera it looks really dark. So I don't know if you can really see that shimmer as well as I can. But this is two coats of Dudley Nightshade, which is this beautiful kind of like multi-chrome, changing from purple to green. You can see that kind of green there, and then kind of the purple is much more apparent, like from this angle that I'm looking at it. You can see that there, and then it's a phenomenon. You can really see that kind of gold glow in the bottle. And you can see it on the nail, you just can't see it in the camera. It's not picking up as good. Hello, Leslie, how are you today? We are on the Linby Designs kind of contributions for polish pickup for this month. And it is Dudley Nightshade here on the left, and It's a Phenomenon on the right. On the left, it'll be on the Polish Pickup website this weekend for pre-order. And now most of these that are on the second row up there, they're going to be on the websites of the individual makers. And from what I understand, they have them on their websites for the whole month of July. So it's not just that pre-order weekend. So the ones on the website only are available the entire month of July, I believe. Like, I'm 90% sure. And then, you know, Polish Pickup is only available for the pre-order window, which will be this Friday to Monday. Alrighty. Moving on, the next one we have is Monarch Lacquer. And this is, I don't have what they're bringing to Polish Pickup. They're bringing something called Culture Shock back to Polish Pickup, which is really pretty polish, but I don't have that one. And that one is going to be $13.50 for a 15 ml bottle. But what I do have is what they're bringing back to their website, which was super popular. It was on Rewind from last year, and it was, you think you need that Dreamland polish, Leslie? I couldn't agree more. Let me show it to you again. So Dreamland, this glowy McGlowster, you can kind of, I don't know if you can see it in the screen, but it does dry down kind of matte, kind of satiny compared to the other ones, but that glow on that color. And if you don't know this one, the Sea Haunt, it's going to be on their website, on Dreamland Lacquer's website, and it is kind of like the cousin, sibling, I don't know what they call it, to Shake Your Shamrock, which, oh, this was ridiculous. This was from Polish Pickup last year, and now this year they're bringing Sea Haunt back, and they're kind of like cousins. Very popular. Yeah, Dreamland is gorgeous. But this Monarch one, like I said, it came back in Polish Pickup last year. It was super popular. It's called Truth or Dare. It's actually what I'm wearing on my pinker finger right now. And this is actually the quartet that went with this polish, because this was part of the Slumber Party theme from Polish Pickup. And then Monarch, since it was kind of popular, kind of released these 3 other ones right here that go along with it, and which was like this kind of quartet that they had. And then they just released this one in last month's PPU, and it's also a sibling, cousin, relative, whatever that is. But Truth or Dare is back, the original, the OG that started this kind of like gorgeous kind of black, flaky, shimmery gorgeousness. Ugh, Monarch, you done doing me wrong. This one's cool. I wonder if Adrian is going to bring back the other colors to the website just temporarily, because they weren't Polish Pickup polishes, they were from her website that she put on there. So it would be cool if she was able to bring back the other 3 polishes as well. Now, I am an affiliate for Monarch Lacquer also, so if you use the code Paul10 at checkout, you could probably get 10% off. Wait, I think. Anyway, I have an affiliate code somewhere. Paul10. So that's Monarch Lacquer's Truth or Dare. Look how pretty that is. That's on my pinky. Alright, so that was one coat of that. We'll do another coat in a second. Let me see what's next. I think I'm going to need a magnet. I got my magnet for the next one. Next one we have up is going to be from Paradox Polish. It's called Tucking Myself In, which is inspired by Bianca Del Rio from RuPaul's Drag Race. And this is this gorgeous kind of like purple, blue, I don't know, blackish purple, blue, magnetic. And it is a magnetic. It pulls all that stuff right into your little line there. Ooh, so fun. This one looks really good with a 30-pound magnet that U-shaped magnet. That was really cool for that velvet effect. So there's that magnet. I don't know if you can see the... Well, that magnetic line held up pretty well from March of 2024 last year is when I swatched this out. Probably April, because it comes a month later, but that held up pretty well. Those Monarchs are pretty cool. You didn't know about the other three? Yeah, the other three are cool. I'll tell you the names too, so you can kind of like look them up if you want, see if they're there. So it's these three. This one's on my thumb. This one's called Spin the Bottle. They're all kind of slumber party themed. Spin the Bottle, and then this one here is called Scavenger Hunt. And then this kind of like green situation is called Freeze Dance. And then, like I said, the last one that I'm wearing is from last month's PPU. It's not from the Slumber Party collection, but it was released last month in June, and it's called Obsidian Tide. Because I think it was Underwater Creatures last month, right? Underwater something. But they're all really related, and they're all super pretty. You can see how glowy that shimmer is in all of them. It kind of have that same shimmer and the little black flakies in there. Gorgeous. Let's do another coat of Truth or Dare. Wait, no. Is that what it's called? Truth or Dare? Yeah, Truth or Dare. I was like, am I making that up? I'm just making up names for polishing. But yeah, this one's really fun. And I tried, you know, this whole month, well, all last month, I did Pride Mayonnaise on my Cindy hand, and this is kind of the one I came up with because I just wanted to try this formula because I hadn't actually worn any of them yet. Yeah, as like a manicure. So there is Truth or Dare. Really pretty, really glowy, really fun. I dare you to get it. Get it? Truth or Dare, I dare you to get it. Wah, wah, wah. I'm funny. Stay. Stop rolling. Alright, next up we have that Paradox Polish Magnetic. Is this Paradox Polish? Yeah, Paradox Polish. Paradox Polish, Paradox. And again, this is a magnetic. It's called Tucking Myself In, which is inspired, again, by Bianca Del Rio from RuPaul's Drag Race. This is a sheer formula, so I'm going to build it up and then do the magnet later on. So we really get some magnetizing. Now, Tucking Myself In is going to be available on the PPU website. It's $13.50 for a 15 ml bottle, and there is a cap of 250. 250 is how many they have. And then on their website, they're going to have The Flower of Life, which was from PPU in April 2023, which was before my time, because I didn't get my first polish pickup until November of 2023. So I've never seen that other one. Alright, next up we have what I'm wearing. Phoenix Polishes Applejack. Look how pretty! This one was so fun. I mean, this color combination is kind of... It was unique to me at the time when I saw it. This is from Polish Pickup May of last year. And I loved it. It was so good. So I decided to wear it as a manicure yesterday. Yeah, I did this yesterday. Or maybe the day before. I don't even remember. But this one's cool. You're going to want to build this up in 3 coats, I believe is what I did on my nails. But it's really pretty and really glowy. Let's get a second coat of Tucking Myself In. You can really see it's more saturated and more opaque at that point. Second, see if you can see that magnetic pull in the camera. It's a nice sharp line too. I just did that really quick so you can see it. Obviously, you're going to want to hold a magnet for like 30 seconds to a minute. But it just gives you an idea of what that magnetic does. Yes, and Applejack, come through. Again, Applejack from Phoenix is on my fingers. And Applejack's, like I said, is going to be $13.50 for an 11 ml bottle. And it does have a cap of 300. Yeah, I saw this one, and this immediately went to my wish list when I saw it, and I got it. I said, yes, please. Yes, please, Phoenixes. Phoenix has a lot of really cool polishes on their website too. Actually, one of them that I wanted just came back into stock. I hope it doesn't sell out before I get to order it because it was really pretty. I'm not going to tell you what it is because then y'all go out and buy it and then I won't have it. But yeah, so Applejack's is really cool. Some of their other polishes are really cool. Like there was one I got that was a really nice glitter bomb called Tick Tick Tick. That was a good one. It looks like stained glass on your hand. But again, here's Applejack. 2 coats. You can really see that glow. Ah! Ooh, that was a good catch. And then tucking myself in is the one next to it, that magnetic. Here's Applejack on the real hand. Again, I did 3 coats here. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but at the extreme angle, it almost turns like gold, kind of, or like a deeper kind of green than that one. It's so unique in person too. The camera kind of gets all thrown off. It's like, what the heck is going on with that color? They're like, who said what? All right, so this is the 3rd coat of Paradox Polishes Magnetic Tucking Myself In. Again, inspired by Bianca Del Rio from Drag Race, RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm just gonna hold this magnet there for a little bit so that you can see what it does. You'll see my hand start shaking from trying to be still. Have you ever tried to be still and that's when your hand starts shaking? You're like, why? Why now? Alright, so there's that pull. It's a beautiful magnetic. And there's Applejack next to it. We'll give it one more coat for Applejack, which will be our 3rd coat. So pretty, so glowy. And then again, that's on my hand too. Applejack, Applejack. I think it's inspired by My Little Pony. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong, because I probably am, but yeah. Applejack is on the PPU website, and so is Tucking Myself In. Okay, so those two kind of go here. Stop rolling. Meow. Alright, next up we have Rogue Lacquer. They're really good at these glitter bombs. Every month they kind of submit a different base with a fun glitter combination, and I get so tempted by all of them every time. But alas, I have to control myself or I have no money. But this one's good. This one's really pretty. This one's called Nessie, right? Yeah, Nessie from February 2025. Let me get the information. Now, Nessie's going to be on their website. And the other one that they're going to have on the PPU website is called Poisoned Apple. It's going to be $13 for a 13 ml bottle, and it has no cap. Now, Poisoned Apple, I am definitely getting. It's on my wish list. I remember it when it first came out, and I wanted it then, but it kind of like was one of those yes or no, I have to eliminate something, so it went away. But I'm so glad it's back because I am going to get it. Applejack. Now, again, these glitter bombs from Rogue are really good. Depending on what your preference is of visible nail line, if you don't mind a little bit of visible nail line, you can get good coverage with just 2 coats on this. But if you want like to completely cover that nail line, a 3rd coat will plump it up and all that stuff. But look, that was just 1 coat. You can see already the coverage, how good it is. I mean, you can see through it a little bit, but come on. That is glitter, and it looks so good in the sun. Yes, Gary. Wait, what are you yesing? Fill me in. I know there's always a delay, so I'll say something, and then the response comes to something I said, and I don't remember what it was. Yeah, this is just 2 coats. I'm actually happy with this in 2 coats. Look at that. Ooh, so good. Now, this reminds me kind of the bottom of a pool. Like, what I want to do with this kind of nail art-wise is take this, use this as a base coat, and then kind of go over it with, like, a light blue jelly, and maybe in between a layer do a stamping of, like, white ripples of water that kind of, like, glow off of it. I think that would be awesome. All right, so this was Nessie from Rogue Lacquer. Again, this is going to be available on the Rogue Lacquer website, not on PPU website. Then, next up, we have Kiss My Asteroid. Or no, I'm sorry. It's called A Pain in the Asteroid. And it's from Sassy Sauce. And I bet you it was named by Mary. Because you know Mary. She names all the polishes. But this one is so pretty and so much fun. I got this one when it came out. And I was like, yes, please. Now, the one on this they're going to be selling in their website. And they call it A Pain in the Asteroid 2.0. So I don't know what has changed. I think they've chosen the same ingredients are in it, but it's a different supplier, so it could be slightly different. But this is what's going to be on their website. Again, it's called A Pain in the Asteroid 2.0. And then on the Polish Pickup website, they're going to have Glampire, which is also on my wish list right now because it's really pretty. It's got like red glitter flakes in it, and with a cool bluish purple base. And that one's going to be $13.50 with a 500 cap. But here is Pain in the Asteroid. Again, this will be on the Sassy Sauce website. And this actually, I believe, makes a good topper too. You can see it's very kind of sheer when you first get it on, but that shimmer really kind of glows through. But let's go ahead and see what it looks like over black, since I have the black here. The black swatch stick. Yeah, there you can see that really, that shimmer come through, and then those like, those blue, purple, like, flakies that are in there really like pop a lot more. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but in person, yes, it's a good topper. That's Pain in the Asteroid. It almost looks orange with like these blue shocking flakies in it on the black swatch stick. I just can't, it's not showing up as well as I want it to on the camera. Alright, so let's get another coat of the Sassy Sauce Pain in the Asteroid. Again, this is the original one that came out on Polish Pickup, and the one they have listed on their website is listed as a 2.0. So I think some of the ingredients are just from a different manufacturer, so it could be slightly different, sizes or flakies or formula. And that's the second coat. You're going to want 3 coats on it to get almost full coverage. Just still have a little visible nail line on it because it is meant to be a very sheer jelly. That's buildable. And again, that's Pain in the Asteroid 2.0. All right, next up, wait, are they both? Hold on. Isn't that? I think they're both thermals. Oh, not thermals, solars. We shall find out. The gold on Applejack, right? Oh, is that what it changes to? Yeah, so like this is like this green, and then when you get to that like angle, it turns into like this, I guess, gold. My color blindness was not letting me identify it, but it is really pretty. It changes from that to that. I don't know, y'all. Applejacks. This is a good one. Alright, so let's do our last coat of Sassy Sauce Pain in the Asteroid. Again, that's going to be on their website. I might be going in a little too soon. She might be a little wet, so we'll float her. Yeah. Lovely. This one kind of reminds me of that Little Shop of Horror one. I forget what it's called that came out at a Polish Pickup. Feed Me? I don't remember who did it. It might have been Sassy Sauce. But this kind of reminds me of it. That other one was green, though. So, Pain in the Asteroid 2.0 is what's going to be on the website. Alright, next up we have Swamp Glouse. Now, these were both purchased. Actually, all the last ones that I showed you were all purchased, except Limby Designs. After that, these 5 were purchased by myself. And so were these 2. And these are Swamp Gloss. And what we have is on the left, because I'm going to switch them, we have Swift and Saddled, which was from Polish Pickup August 2024. And that's going to be on the Polish Pickup website. It'll be $13.50 for a 15 ml bottle, and we'll have a 400 cap. And then on the website, they're going to have Lenny! Or Lenny! Yeah. I mean, that's how they typed it. Lenny! Now, I believe they are both solar polishes. We love it with solar. So, let's bring out our happy little UV light, which mimics the sun, and see what these do. Bam, hold that there for a second or so. This one's Lenny. So it turns that color in the sun when it's nice and sunny. That's really pretty. You can really see the glitters when you do that. And then this one I think goes like purpley bluish, kind of, with our UV situation. Yes! You gotta love a solar, especially in the summer. I mean, come through. It is summertime. Alright, so let's get Swift and Saddled, which that one was, Swift and Saddled, I believe, was from the literary one, the book. It was like books, or library, or literary something was the theme for that month. And Swift and Saddled was the title of a book or something like that. I don't know. I thought it was cool. I think this was one of the first times I saw solar polish, and I didn't know what they were. And I thought it was really cool the way they changed, so that's why I got both of them when they came out. Alright, so there's Swift and Saddled, and then we'll put Lenny. Oh, it's hard to open bottles with one hand. Nope, that's not gonna happen. Oh, I should shake this up a little bit. Shake it up. Boom, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, shake it up. Ow, ooh, ow. Alright, now Lenny. That one on there. See, that one has a little bit, it looks like a creamier formula. And the other one looks like it has a slightly thinner formula, but they look similar, like they play off each other really well. We're going to go in with a second, probably a third coat too. Again, this is from Swamp Glow. Swift and Saddled from August 24, and Lenny from September 2024. No, that's a lie. From April 2024. So yeah. Does anybody know what Lenny is? Like, is that a reference to something? Because I don't know. What is going on here? Let's make that go away. Make that open up. Something went wrong. No, why did something go wrong? I don't like when things go wrong. Alright. Oops, sorry, I kicked the camera. That's not good. Alright, let's do a second coat. Swift and Saddled. Now these do kind of dry. Well, I would say these glitters in here are kind of not the flattest glitters, so you might want to use one of the, well, on that one. This one's a little smoother, but you might want to use like a glitter grabbing top coat to kind of smooth it out before you do your top coat. Lenny is much smoother. You can kind of see it's like a little chunkier around the edges. You can kind of see them sticking up there, but Lenny is a little flatter. Let's go ahead and hit these with the UV light, see how they do. There you go. That's pretty cool. They get nice and dark, and then you can really see those glitters pop through. Lovely. Right, those will change back, and we'll do one more coat on there just to get that. Because as you can tell, like with the darker color, when it's a darker state, it's more opaque. But when it's in the lighter state, it's still a little bit see-through, so you're going to want that third coat on there. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to let that dry for a hot moment, not too long. And check what's next. Ooh, next up we got Tyler Trinkets. Tyler's Trinkets. Now these two were both sent to me as PR. Reanimated is from PPU September, which was the vintage Halloween theme, and then Science is Pretty, which was originally from March 2025. I think it was like the science month, the kind of like microbes or something, microscopic somethings. I don't remember the name of the theme. But yeah, these are the polished pickups they're bringing back. And Science is Pretty is going to be on the polished pickup website, and that's going to be $12.50 for an 11 ml bottle, and there will be a cap of what is the cap? $3.50, and this one does glow in the dark, so we'll try to get that going. If not, I can try to show you a picture. I think it might be too bright right now. And then Reanimated is sick. It's like this gorgeous neon with like all these like hollow. It's just pretty. There's rainbowy glitters in there. Gorgeous. No idea what Lene is. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but the way it's spelled, I think it's from something. Like it's the way one of the characters calls that character Lene, but I just don't know what it's from. So here's a third coat of Swift and Saddled from Swamp Gloss, and the third coat of Lene. Maybe it's someone falling down a cliff. Again, these are both solars, which is kind of cool. And now that's the thing, they usually put a sticker on it with Swamp Gloss that it is a solar. But my Lene did not come with one, and I actually thought, because this one came out in April, and like I said, I didn't know solars really. I thought since it was a color changing one when I ordered it, it was a thermal. And I wore it and I was like, why isn't it changing colors? Because it wasn't a thermal, it was a solar. But it didn't have the little sticker on top. So how is one supposed to know? Alright, let's light these up again. There's a third coat of Swift and Saddled on the left and Lene on the right. And we're going to get that UV light going, kind of what the sun does. And it'll make them nice and dark. Look at those dark versions. Those are cool. Yes! That Swift and Saddled in that dark state, that's what I love. That's like why I ordered that one, for that dark state. So I'm so glad the summer is here again. Summer is here again. Swap Gloss. Swift and Saddled PPU website and Lene on their website. Again, if you are tuning in late and just kind of getting here, this bottom row are all going to be available for pre-order on the polishpickup.com website. You can look now on the website and put them in your cart for wish listing, but these will be available for pre-order only this Friday to Monday. But then all the polishes up on the top row are the ones that the individual makers are going to be offering on their websites, and most of them, I believe, are doing the whole month of July, selling their offerings up there. All right. I'm going to grab... All right. Let us now get to Tyler's Trinkets. All right, if you don't know Tyler's Trinkets, 1, they're amazing. 2, they're amazing. And 3, they have amazing things. So, 1, Tyler makes some really cool nail polishes. As you can tell, they have this drag queen collection, which is like this Pride release that they did a couple years ago that's really cool. You should check those out. But the thing that Tyler Trinkets is also special at is they have trinkets like earrings and keychains and fidget things and a lot of fun stuff. So if you like jewelry, like earrings and things like that, I don't have pierced ears, so I can't wear them. But the keychains are really cool and all that stuff. Check out Tyler's Trinkets. Now, I am an affiliate for Tyler's Trinkets as well, so you can use that code PAUL10 when you're checking out and get 10% off. Okay, so Tyler's Trinkets for Polished Pickup, they're offering on the website Science is Pretty. Now, this one is so pretty. It is this beautiful pink, and it kind of glows in the dark. I don't think you're going to be... It's still very bright here where I am, like the sun is right there. So I'm not going to be able to turn off the lights, but I did take swatch pictures of it, so I think I can look it up and try to just put it on my phone for you to see the glow in the dark. But yeah, I mean, just look at that one coat. This builds up beautifully. The glow in the dark is nice. You can see it in 2 coats, but if you want that glow to be a little stronger, go ahead and build it up in 3. And then Reanimated is, I want to say that this was the first, I could be wrong. I want to say this is the first polish pickup offering that Tyler Trinkets had, but whichever, it was the first one that I believe sold out no matter what, because this one is sick. It is a perfect, like, Halloween-y polish, like a Beetlejuice polish. It's like glowy and neon, and I love it. You can already see it glowing, but like, we can pop the black light on it, and you can really, usually the black light doesn't work on, like, maybe it will. Yeah, you can see that glow. Yes, neon. Yeah, it's really cool. Alright, now let me try to find my swatches of Science is Pretty. Did I swatch it out? It would glow in the dark, so it'd be dark in the background. Oh, so many pictures I have to edit. Y'all don't even. It's scary. It's scary, this phone. Pictures, editing, pictures. All these are pictures I have to. Did I? I might not have. Wait, did I? I didn't I? Oh yeah, there it is, right? Yeah, so alright, so. Alright, I'm gonna bring my phone over. So this is what Science is Pretty glows in the dark as. What? Look how pretty that is. It's like this gorgeous pink glow in the dark. 2, number 3, and 4, and there it is. Glowing in the dark. Right? I think I have 2 more pictures. Hold on. 5 and 6. That's a nice glow in the dark, y'all. That's a pretty pink. It matches like what it is when it's normal. See that pink? You just got an order from Tyler Strings. You love everything and want more. Isn't it amazing? I know. Tyler is so cool, and they have the most adorable puppy, and I love them. But yeah, this is their polish pickup. Science is Pretty. That glow in the dark. Beautiful. And you know what's really cool about Tyler's Trinkets? They have some of the coolest toppers too. They do like special glitter toppers, and they have like all the colors, and they do toppers really well. There's also a really fun kind of collection that they did, which was a year in the life of Gilmore Girls. So it's all Gilmore Girls themed polish, and they released like one a month, and then in June they started releasing one and a topper a month, and they were all Gilmore Girls themed, and you know, it would show what the episode was that inspired it, and it was just a really cool, fun collection. But there is Science is Pretty and Reanimated in 2 coats. Yes. And again, Science is Pretty is glow in the dark. It glows that pink that I showed you on the phone. And that'll be available on the PPU website. And Reanimated will be available on the Tyler Trinkets website. And again, I am an affiliate for Tyler's Trinkets, Monarch Lacquer, and Cracked Polish. So if you're shopping any of those, Monarch, Cracked, or Tyler's Trinkets, you can use the code PAUL10, PAUL10, and get 10% off your order. Yay! That's always fun. Now, what is next? Now, unfortunately, today's show isn't sponsored by Diet Coke like it normally is. Sad face. However, it is sponsored by the mistaken sweet tea that they gave me at McDonald's, because I did not order sweet tea. I ordered Diet Coke, but they gave me sweet tea. So I figure it's summer. I can feel like I'm summery, and I'm in the South now, so I might as well get used to drinking sweet tea, right? But it's not Diet Coke. But it does wet your whistle. Alright, now we have the last polish I have from Polish Pickup. Now, I gotta tell you, I am thankful that I kind of got some of these in PR and ordered some of these when I did, or else, like, I'd be ordering Dreamland, I'd be ordering the Colores de Carol, I'd be ordering BCB lacquers, I'd be ordering Cuticula, Monarch, Rogue, Paradox, Applejack, Sassy Sauce, Tyler's Trinkets. Like, I'd order all those again, and I'd be totally screwed for this month. Totally screwed. Alright, so Zombie Claw is the last one I have, and as you can tell, Swatch Wheel, she's done. So we need to get creative by going into my little secret drawer, bring out a little special stick for Zombie Claw. Now for Zombie Claw, they are going to have Persephone, which is from February 25 polish pickup, and this one is going to be available on the website. And then for polish pickup, they're going to have My Boyfriend's Flannel, which will be $13.75, Kappa 300, and a 14 ml bottle. And I think that one glows in the dark too. I don't have that one though. But what I have is Persephone. Yes. You can't really tell the color, but it's kind of like a blackened red, like pop. What might be purple? I don't know. I'm colorblind. But it's like it's a definite like a darkened purple, like a blackened purple. Yeah. Ooh, it looks so good. It looks like pomegranate seeds, because you know, like Persephone and pomegranate seeds, but like in the bottle it just looked like, oh, that's a black polish, isn't it, or like a really dark purple. But when that goes on, come on, look how cool that is. And this is the kind of polish that you almost want to wear sheer, because that's just one coat and it is kind of sheer, but it's pretty. And the deeper, the more you build it up, the deeper, darker purple that gets. It's like eggplant. Love it. Alright, we're going to let that dry for a sec. Now, as we're chit-chatting, I wanted to tell you kind of some of the ones I'm looking at on the websites of other makers, and I'm also going to bring up my polish pickup wish list to see what I've already put in there. I think I've been pretty good. I think I've limited myself to my wish list. It's the combination of the wish list and the ones I want to get from websites. That's where we're going to have some issues. Oh, the polish pickup app is not working anymore. All right. Let's go to the website. Polish pickup. Where is me? Where is me? Wish list? Is it going to show? Oh, there we go. Okay. But let's go ahead and get our second coat of Persephone from Zombie Claw on there. Again, this is going to be on Zombie Claw's website. Oh, I love how this second coat is probably how I would wear it, because it's got a nice saturation. You can really see those flakies. It looks like pomegranate seeds. Ooh, so good. Alright, so we're going to leave that there. That was Zombie Claw's Persephone. Bye, Gary. Have a good one. Yeah, that was the last one. I'm just going to sum up real quick with what I'm looking at on my wish list and what I want on the websites. So, for my wish list, I am looking at Rogue Lacquer's Poison Apple, which is this. It's like kind of very similar to Nessie. That's going to be on the website, but this is going to be on Polish Pickup. And y'all, come on. That is a gorgeous color. So that's on my wish list. What else we got? We got, oh, KB Shimmer, Reach for the Stars. It's kind of glow in the dark and it glows yellow. I remember when this first came out and I had it on my wish list. A lot of these are that situation that I had on my wish list and then I had to like cut it out because I was trying to limit them. But that was on my wish list before and it's on my wish list again. KB Shimmer, come through. Next up we have, oh, y'all, I don't even know if I want to show this. Because if y'all order it before I can get one, I'm going to be mad. Alright, so this is the Die Mad You Salty Bitch, handmade by J&S, and I love it. Because, alright, this was on Polish Pickup, sold out before I could get it. Then they brought it back to Rewind last year, sold out before I could get it. If it sells out before I can get it, this time, there's going to be some words. There's going to be some computers flying out the window. Now, I like this pouch so much that I actually ordered some fabric because you could, if you talk to the man made by JNS, and I had them make my own little pouch that is, check this out. Look at it. It's my little Nails It Guys logo with my face on it. So yeah, we made this material. I could choose the colors on the outside. I could choose the type of zipper, which I chose that multi-chromey zipper. And then you could also choose the color on the inside. I have my moon cats in there now. And yeah, you could choose this inside color too, but oh, isn't that gorgeous? Anyway, I love this pouch. So die mad, you salty bitch, is definitely on my wish list. And again, if y'all buy them before they're gone, if I don't get to get this thing, I'm gonna be so mad. Because wait, look, is it gonna be the same thing? Probably. Cap 120. Only 120. They're gonna be gone. I think there was a cap of only 50 last time, which is why they sold out so fast. But oh, it's such a cute little pouch. Alright. Next up, I put BCB lacquers beyond the thing. Because I saw it and I was like, oh, I need to order it. And then when I was looking up all the polishes I had, I found that I had it. And I was like, oh, I guess I liked it enough to order it. So I can take that off my wish list. Bye-bye. And yeah, so that's all I have on my wish list right now. That's pretty good. Rogue Lacquer, the Rogue Lacquer Poison Apple, the Reach for the Stars, and the Die Mad You Salty Bitch pouch. Alright, so that's not bad. Those are my 3. Now, from the actual websites, I can't really show you these, but we can just talk about it real quick. So Chomper's Gonna Chomp. That was one I was really interested in. And that's on the PPU website, so I might get that one. That's kind of my question mark. Then they have Atomic Polish is bringing back Sour Apple Rings, and the hype around that one was so high that I'm gonna have to try to get it. Then Beau Revs has Ghost Ship, which I thought, isn't that the cutest bag, Leslie? I love it. But Ghost Ship from Beau Revs, I thought I had it. So something like in the back of my mind is scratching and saying, you have that, you ordered it, it's at home in store, or in my old home in storage, so I'm not sure. Then I was looking at Casper from Glisten and Glow. They're going to have on their website. That looked really cool. It was like kind of this really sheer, kind of ghostly looking polish, which I kind of liked. And then Night Owl Lacquer has Strawberry Shortcake, which is like this red glitter bomb. It kind of reminds me of something like Nessie, but like Strawberry Shortcake inspired and like those colors. So excited about that. And then the final one I want to look at is Mighty Mouse. What is that? Mighty Mouse, something about Chicago. I don't know, something about that. But it's from Roy Lee, which used to be Wildflower, and that's another one I want to look at on their website. But yeah, these are the polish pickup polishes that I had to show you today. You can see all of them here on this wheel. A lot of really good polishes to choose from this month because it is Rewind. So good luck to everybody shopping because, whoo, where did I get what? Oh, cute bag. Where did I get the bag? The little pouch. This little pouchy pouch, if this is what you are talking about, where did I get that? It's called Man-Made by J&S Design, which, you know, they have that Die Mad You Salty B, which is the same exact pouch as this, but with that Die Mad logo on it. So if you look them up on Facebook, that's how I got in touch with them, and I just sent them a message, or I might have posted something asking about wanting to do a custom order. And yeah, I got the material, like my logo and that thing. I kind of just did a picture of it and then got it printed on Wildflower, which is like this place where you can send an image and they'll print it on like a different whatever material you want. So this is like a canvas. And then you know, I had it printed out and shipped directly to Man-Made by J&S. And you know, they showed me some other options of the colors for the sides and things like that. And yeah, and the inside and the zipper, and I kind of chose what I wanted, and then they created it, and it is one of my favorite things. I actually ordered 2 of them because when I ordered that material, there was enough of it to make 2. So I chose some other colors, and I love it so much. They hold 10 polishes, I believe, with they got like little elastic in them. I'll get this one because it's empty. But yeah, so the Dye Mad You Salty Bee, it will be exactly the same as this, but with a different logo or pattern. But look at the inside. You can fit like 10 polishes. You could put like your little tools on the bottom, like your orange sticks or your like cleanup brushes, things like that. You know, you could probably fit your top coat, base coats, peel off base, and then like a few polishes, maybe a cuticle oil, things like that. It's a great pouch. Love it so much. Yeah. So yeah, that is the, let me show it to you again here. On the Polish Pickup website, there's only going to be 120 of these, so it's that same exact pouch you can see here. So it has like this multi-chrome zipper. It has a different little zipper pull than mine. But you can see it's kind of very much the same pattern. This multi-chrome zipper fits the 10 polishes in there and like all those things. Love it. Yeah, it's good. So yeah, that's definitely on my list. And all of these I have, thankfully, and then I showed you the other ones on my list. So yeah, that is the live for today that I wanted to do. I just basically wanted to, you know, swatch these out for you live, give you an idea of what these look like when you put them on. Again, Applejack I am wearing as a polish, and it's gorgeous. This is definitely wait, let me look up real quick. Does Applejack have a cap on it? It does have a cap of 300, which will surprisingly probably sell out again. So 300 is the cap for that one. So definitely check that out if you like it. But yeah, look at these. They're all good. We had the two magnetics with Wavelength from Colores de Carol and Tucking Myself In from Paradox Polish. And then we had two solars, which are Swift and Saddled and Lene from Swamp Gloss. I'm just going to darken them up so you see them there. On the last bit, love it. So good. And then on my pinky, I am wearing Monarch Lacquer's Truth or Dare, which will be on their website. This is also a good one. I love it. Alright, and that is it for today. If you made it this far in the video and you're watching the VOD, first of all, thank you. I really appreciate it. And, you know, if you want to hit like and subscribe and all those things on the bottom, that would be much appreciated as well. Again, I am an affiliate for Cracked Polish, Monarch Lacquer, and Tyler's Trinkets. So if you want to use that code PAUL10 when you check out, see if it works. You might get 10% off. Fingers crossed. And that's pretty much it. I hope everyone has a great day. Okay, what is coming up next Wednesday? I bet you're asking. Next Wednesday, guess what? I'm so excited. Y'all know how excited I get about my Whippin' Up Wednesdays with Glitter Unique. But look at what I have. It is taking me all of my might to not open this and start making polishes. This is the new Heartbreak nail polish making kit from Glitter Unique. Check out the glow up that the box has. A little Glitter Unique, a little goo on the side, a little goo, a little do-it-yourself nail lacquer, a little glitterunique.com. Now this was sent to me as PR, and thank you so much, Nikki. I'm so excited, and I am going to be opening this tomorrow. Now this isn't a real handle. That's just kind of part of the box, but it looks so cute. And like, these aren't latches. They just look like it. But look how cute, Glitter Unique. I love it. Now I believe they changed up this thing a little bit because the box is going to have 3 recipes that you can make, and then 3 that you can kind of make on your own and kind of explore what you want to explore. But I am so excited to open this. This is going to be next Wednesday. Next Whip It Up Wednesday, a week from today, 6 o'clock. We are going to open this box. I'm not going to open it before then. You will see this seal will remain on there. Wait, where is this seal? The seal will remain sealed. I'm going to put it away. I'm not going to open it until next Wednesday with all of y'all. We'll all open it together. Now, Glitter Unique is also going to be at Polish and Beauty Expo, and they're going to be having their polish making workshop where they will have an exclusive PPE kit called the Blues, I believe. And I'm going to try to get my hands on that. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to try to get my hands on it, and I'm going to try to bring it to you on that PPE weekend. So maybe while they're having fun in their workshops and exploring those new ones, we can do a live and explore that new kit amongst ourselves, because I can't go to Chicago in July. I wish I could. But yeah, so that's what's happening now. I do have one other video that is a sponsored video coming up this either Saturday or Monday. I'm still deciding on when we're going to do it. Saturday at noon or Monday at 6 o'clock, we're going to have a sponsored video from... Let me get them. Ah! Yes. We are going to have a sponsored video from Geeky Bees. Geeky Bees Nail Color. And it's going to feature their Pride Trio that they released last month. We're going to do basically a Skittle on my Cindy hand, and then we're going to do some nail art using these as the background. Maybe a little like shooting star rainbow on here. Who knows? We're going to have fun. We're going to make it up. Maybe we'll do some stamping. I don't know. It's going to be a free-for-all. We're still planning that out. But yeah, that'll be a sponsored video that's going to be coming up on either Saturday or Monday. And then again, Wednesday, Whip It Up Wednesday next week, we're going to be doing the new Glitter Unique Polish Making Kit. I cannot wait. But again, if you made it this far, thank you. And leave those comments, leave those likes, leave those subscribes. And hopefully I will see you either Saturday or Monday, or definitely next Wednesday for the polish making class. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a great 4th of July weekend and party it out and barbecue and do all the like things, but try to keep those fireworks to a minimum because the puppies don't like them. They get scared. I'm going to be with Nikki all day, keeping her calm and just loving up on her so she's not all crazy and scared. But I hope you all have a great holiday. Take care.